Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island 2023 Series 9 episode 39. I'll leave a link down below to episode 38, of course going to be spoilers. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So the next question was, how many calories can you burn during 30 minutes of sex? So we had all sorts of answers, but for the actual ones we had 1,200, 300, 650. Someone said 500,000. I'm like, if you were burning that many calories, you would need food. Like, a lot, because the average, we should intake 2,500 calories, I believe, every day. So you wouldn't be burning that much, but yeah, the girls' final answer was like 300, boys was 650, the actual answer was 200. So they decided to see Ronnie Darko, and this was the whole chat between, basically Ron was talking to Tom and Kai, basically saying, I think Liv will recouple, and just because I don't think Tom, all this. And then there was a whole comment like, oh, I'm not good enough for Tom, Olivia said, and all this. But of course he wasn't cracking on with anyone. It was just the whole putting into comment and all this. But anyway, sort of didn't end bad. And then I think after he needs to have a chat with Olivia. Next question, according to a recent survey, what percentage of Brits say they've suffered from carpet burn during the sex? So we had answers like 60, 40, 50... But both the boys and the girls put 50, but the girls were the fastest. So yeah, that was 50%, not like 50 people. But the actual answer was 65%. So the girls had another one. So they decided to go for Shaq to the Future. And this was the whole Zara chat. Basically, Tanya brought some tea for Shaq, and he was speaking to Zara. And it was sort of very flirty. They didn't, they were going to get to know each other, but I don't think they did. But still, it was like, okay. Next one. A recent survey revealed that women are 28% likely to fall in love at first sight, compared to what percent of men? So we had 5, 15, 20, 45, 40. Final answer, boys put 45%, girls put 20%. The actual answer was 48%. So they chose Liv actually. And this was the whole... Olivia forgetting Kai's name, and she was like, I've forgotten his name, and then they were like, oh my god. And the whole Bailey kiss, basically, Claudia was like so close to kissing Bailey and all sorts of other stuff. What percentage of women's sexual dreams include a current or past partner? So we had all sorts, 75%, 35%, 90%, 80%, 70%. Sammy said she had one 2 nights ago and it had an X in it. The boys went for 90%, the girls went for 70%. The actual answer was 20%. Only 20%, wow. So they chose Free Willy, and this was the whole Layla calling Will daddy, or like, should I call you daddy? And then him crying after because he's been kissing her and all this. And there was one where Layla got a bit naughty. I think she actually touched Will's privates as well. And after someone mentioned it, it was like, oh my god. But he didn't say to touch them. She initiated. So, yeah, but anyway, she didn't mention that, so I don't know. What percentage of men, next question, aged 18 to 24 haven't had sex in a year? So we had 25, 30%, 52%. Boys went for 52%, girls went for 25%. The actual answer was 56.9%. Wow, I know. So they went for Jessi's story. This was the whole, her saying, when the cat's away, the mice will play, wanting to do something, but she actually didn't. Her heart was with Will. So nothing really bad. What percentage of men received oral sex in the past year? So we've had 60%, 69%. One of the boys said, someone said 100%, thinking everyone. 80%. So the boys went for 69, girls went for 80%. The actual answer was 76%. So they went for Mad Maxwell. this was the whole, basically, if another girl was to come in, him saying, you know, it's not completely closed off, but it would really take a lot. So it wasn't really nothing big. And then the whole, Olivia had to bring something up because, yes, they had a date and he said, oh, you know, I'm closed off now. But, like, she always has to do something. There's always something worse in it. As a percentage, a woman's bum sticks out how much more when she's wearing heels. So we had 20%, 10%, 15%, 5%, 60%, 40%. I think the boys decided to go for 20%, the girls went for 10%. The actual answer was 25%. So we had, they went for Craving Private Ryan. This was the whole Ryan and Sammy talk. Don't think it was that much. No kissing or anything. They didn't really do much in the bed, so that was, I think it was alright. According to a recent survey, what percentage of women fantasise about their boyfriend dressing up as a fireman? So we had 10%, 5%, 15%, not thinking it's that much. They both went for 15. The girls were fastest. It was actually 75%. It was so high. Yeah. So the last one we had, Air Force Tom. This was the whole kissing with Lydia and the cuddle in bed. And it, what, you know, he said it was just a cuddle, but it was a bit more than that. And so I think the girls got to see 6 of the clips from their list. I think they only missed out on 2, and then the boys managed to see 4 of the clips, missing out on about 4, I think, because I think they had 8 clips each. So, but yeah, I don't know in the past one if anyone's completed all 8 or whether they showed them in the unseen bits. I'm not too sure. But yeah, Sammy and Tom, it's a bit unsure now after all that. He's going to have to put in some work. Tom walked out. Shaq did too, just for a bit, take a breather. Will and Jesse were then talking. Claudia and Casey were talking and cuddled. Ron and Lana were talking. He tried to talk to Olivia, but she was like, no, I've heard enough. I don't want to speak to you all this. Tanya and Sammy were sleeping outside. Kai and Sanam were very close in bed. Lana and Ron were spooning. Jessie was sort of like, her head was next to Will. Casey and Claudia were spooning. Sammy and Tom were talking. He said he honestly couldn't remember what happened, like, you know, and they hugged. Will and Tanya were speaking. He was doing sort of an ASMR voice, like a slow, you know, voice, that sort of thing. You know, if you watch them videos. Jessie and Will were speaking. They laughed. Tanya and Shaq were talking, and then Shaq was like, do you really actually love me and all this? But tonight, 2 new bombshells will go into the villa, and I think, as a sneak peek, they're going on 2 dates each. So this should be interesting, and it should be, well, I'll talk more about it in the next episode, but if you want to check it on the app, you can see who they're actually going to go on a date with. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.